I'm Faisal here, Birkbeck's Academic Registrar, and I'm really delighted to welcome you to Birkbeck's virtual graduation, our first virtual graduation, and to take this opportunity to congratulate you on reaching this milestone in your studies. We know it has been an incredibly difficult year for most of you because of the global pandemic. I'm really pleased that you've made it here today to celebrate and mark your fantastic achievements alongside family, friends, and of course your fellow students. We know that today will be different to your usual in-person graduation ceremony, but we've worked hard to ensure that it mirrors the spirit of them, and we hope that you will feel it does. We'll also be hosting in-person celebratory events for you so that you can meet your classmates and lecturers once it's safe to do so. We'll let you know more about these at a later date. Before we start today's event, we have some housekeeping information for you. Please keep your microphone muted until the round of applause after each group's names are announced. We hope you'll take part in giving a big round of applause to celebrate our graduate successes. You should be able to change the screen on the device you're watching on today. If you can, we suggest putting your screen in presenter view to view all videos and live content in full screen. You can select gallery view if you want to see everyone in your virtual room, but this will make the videos appear smaller, and if you are watching on an iPad or an iPhone, you may need to scroll to another screen to see everyone in your group. We'd like to remind everyone that today's event has been recorded. It is currently being live streamed on YouTube, and the recording will also be available after the event. We'll start today's event with some messages before moving on to the awards. Thank you very much indeed for taking part today, and we hope you enjoy it.
Graduating students of 2020, congratulations on attaining your degree, particularly given the circumstances in which you completed the last few months of your studies. Every student experience is unique, but I think everyone will remember 2020 as different. Whenever I attend University of London engagements, I'm constantly struck by the enthusiasm and energy that you display for your studies, and the range and achievements of your non-academic activities. With the world facing challenges none of us could have envisaged a few short months ago, and at a pace that requires flexibility and innovation, the skills and knowledge that you have acquired while at university are needed now more than ever to help reshape the future for us all. Your institution will support you now and into the future in your endeavours. While you may be missing the formal graduation ceremony this year, I hope you will retain the friends, the experiences, and the knowledge you gained during your studies. They will all be part of your foundation for the future. Once again, my congratulations, and I wish you every success as you embark on the next stage of your lives.
Welcome to this graduation ceremony, in which above all, we celebrate the achievements of you, our graduates. Those are the words that I begin my address when addressing students at our conventional graduation ceremonies. This year, of course, it's rather different. Instead of our 6 face-to-face ceremonies, we are having 18 online ceremonies, and I'm speaking live on each of these rather than pre-recorded, because I want my message to be as personal as possible. And that personal message is that the congratulations and the celebrations of your achievements that I normally talk about are even more important this year, because all Birkbeck students have had to juggle work and study and family responsibilities. But you have had to do so in an even more extreme manner. Perhaps there have been medical problems. Perhaps there have been difficulties at work. Perhaps at home you've had to discuss with your partner who should use the kitchen table to work, who should use the laptop. You've had to deal with childcare issues and so on. And yet you have overcome all those issues and are successfully graduating today. And this is indeed about celebrating your achievements. I also want to thank your relatives and friends who have helped you to reach this day. Perhaps they've taken the children on the one side or out for a few hours in order to allow you to work. Or maybe they've given up the kitchen table or the laptop when they really wanted to use it. And I have a message for all these relatives and friends. First of all, thank you. But the second message is Birkbeck is for everyone. You can begin to study at Birkbeck. You can gain your revenge by seizing back the laptop or the kitchen table and working for a degree or a master's degree at Birkbeck. And of course, you will be aided by the fact that for the very first time in its 197-year history, Birkbeck will be starting degree courses this January, as well as the standard start in the autumn. So look at that now and consider it. If you do so, and indeed all our students will benefit from the tremendous efforts of my colleagues to ensure that we offer the very best teaching experience. Our graduates today have benefited from that in their last stages of their degrees and indeed in their examinations. But we have tried to go even further in offering to almost all our students, except those studying laboratory sciences, a fully online experience, which really gives you the Birkbeck experience, interaction, and so on with academics, without running the risk of catching anything or without being cooped up in halls of residence, as are the students of so many other universities. So we believe that we're offering an outstanding service, and we believe that you have benefited from that. And we very much hope that you will remain associated with us. Do join the Alumni Society. If you do so, you will receive this magnificent alumni mug to drink your coffee or tea, or perhaps something stronger, and to remind you of your experience at Birkbeck. Equally, we need you to advocate for Birkbeck. Government is finally realizing how important part-time study is, how important the study of mature people is in reskilling and upskilling. The Prime Minister has announced initiatives in terms of loans for short courses for people who already have degrees, loans for 1 year study for people who already have a degree in a different subject. There are, however, rumors going about that these loans will only be for certain subjects. And we need to make absolutely sure that it is as broad as possible for people to be eligible to study the subject they want to study. And in particular, to be sure that law is included as an important vocational subject and a career change subject. So, of course, as I've said, today is really about you, our graduates. You have overcome all the difficulties. You have overcome the special situation that we are in, and you have joined the 197-year roll of graduates of Birkbeck. These are tremendous achievements under the very difficult circumstances. And when people look back on this in the years to come, they will always remember those who graduated in 2020 as a very special class who graduated under very difficult circumstances. A few years ago, when I joined business leaders at a meeting and was introduced as the head of Birkbeck, one of them said to me, when I see Birkbeck on a CV, I put it to the top of the pile, because those people have the commitment that I want in my business. And that, of course, is even more true today and will be true in the future when people say a Birkbeck graduate of 2020, somebody who overcame tremendous odds in order to achieve their aim. On behalf of the entire Birkbeck community and myself personally, I salute your achievements. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to this year's graduates in Law and Criminology. You've made it. For those of you who are in my European Union law class, remember me when we're twisting and turning through the next year or more of debates on how Brexit will work. It'll become more and more relevant, not less and less, so I bet you're glad you took that class. And I wish you all the best. You know where we are. Please stay in contact with us and reach out.
Vice-Chancellor, President, and distinguished guests, I present the following graduates from the School of Law. With Master of Laws, Constitutional Politics, Law, and Theory, Andriancia, Rebecca Canning, Rodney Coker, Lauren Fair, Linda Haler, Ryan J. Rosett, Charlotte Sivanandan, with the Postgraduate Certificate in Human Rights, Joel Plaja, with the Postgraduate Diploma in Human Rights, Marie Hydra, Gurjit Laihal, Irini Linadaki, with the Master of Laws in Human Rights, Matthew Aluwalia, Marie Buckmuller, Samantha Barber, Violetta Bartle, Adriana Biogiovanni, Francesca Cesarani, Nazneen Chowdhury, Kamo Davitian, Nicola Elliott, Laura Hughes, Eve Jackson, Monica Janacek, Fatmata Kamara, and Claudia Kolaski. Congratulations, everybody. Please unmute your microphones and share in the applause. With a Master of Laws in Human Rights, Kieran Lavrich, Adele Lengyel, Amy Manning, Georgiana Marut, Hilary Marsh, Gloria Matusilu, Mark Miles, Geraldine Munhumanwe Keith, Nyoradzo Nyandoro, Rachel Ome, Daniela Prito, Saida Rahat, Asad Rizvi, Claire Robertson, Bertha Ruiz, Kukisami, Yemisi Sloan, Vandresa Souza Barossa, Leah Tandetta, Michaela Trenton, Sarah Uncles, Zhao Jizu, Angie Zambaraki, with a postgraduate diploma in International Economic Law, Justice and Development, Esther Apia, Habibatu Ghani. My congratulations to all of you. Please unmute your microphones and share in the applause. Well done. With a Master's in Law, International Economic Law, Justice and Development, Hannah Aboud, Bianca Azid, Yasser Bakanukali, Kathleen Harrington, Isaac Jackson Jr., Abdul Karatu, Raphael Nwosu, Adebowale Otubanjo, Vera Poma, Naomi Stefton, Liana Binti Abdul Hadi, Sean Doherty, with a postgraduate certificate in law, Sharia Ahmed Walana, Jack Thompson, Catherine Visick, with a graduate diploma in law, Simona Basso. Pardon me, I went over there. I will pause. Congratulations, everybody. I congratulate you all. Well done. With a graduate diploma in law, Simano Basso, Inderpaul Birdie, Sergey Degalas, Emily Gibson, Moazzam Hussain, Erasmus Laria, Tsone Magulia, Mian Tabassum, Hinyu Wong, Asha Zulfika. Well done, everybody. Congratulations. With an LLM in law, Farid Abdul Wahab, Yasin Ahmed, Hana Akram, Faisal Al-Romi, Irene Anja, Vasuki Balasubramaniam, Sumyajit Basu, Kubuza Costa Lopez, Daniel Cullen, Olanike Dunson, Aloysius Egbulonu, Angela Agemba, Amanda Flanagan, Franklin Hammond, Maria Haslin, Clara Hilger, Arthur Ivanovs, Daniel James Partridge, Christian Jensen, Louise Kahira, Ivana Kalichakova, Natasha Kile, Julian Longworth, Philippe Mandangi, Agnes Meze. Congratulations, everybody. Well done. You can unmute your mics. With an LLM in law, Joanna Mazzetti, Noreen Norton, Benga Olanrawaju, Patience Onomio Borowan, Rosa Parker, Yasmin Rahman, Madeleine Rees, Douglas Rossi Faria Ferreira, Iliana Stamatova, Paul Stroughton, Zara Said, Julia Tena de la Nuez, Ling Wang, Emmanuel Wobidke. With a Doctor of Philosophy in Criminology, with the title The Puzzle of Yakuza's Longevity, the Endurance of the Yakuza and its Implications for Theories of Organized Criminology, Dr. Martina Baradell. With a PhD I see. Yes, let's do that. Apologies. Well done, everybody, on the Masters in Law. We now come to the award of the degree Doctor of Philosophy. With a doctorate in philosophy in criminology, with a thesis title, The Puzzle of Yakuza's Longevity, the Endurance of the Yakuza and its Implications for Theories of Organized Criminality, Dr. Martina Baradell. With the degree Doctorate in Philosophy in Law, with the title, The Cannibal Laws, the Juridical Forms of Conquest and the Emergence of International Law, Dr. Alexis Alvarez Nagakawa. With the thesis title, Risk, Uncertainty and Finance, Special Purpose Acquisition Companies as Self-Regulation Instruments, Dr. Danielle D'Alvia. With a thesis title, Gestation Beyond Mother Machine, Legal Frameworks for Artificial Wombs, Abortion and Care, Dr. Claire Horn. With a thesis titled Life, Language, Law, the Invention of Dangerous Classes, Dr. Serena John Richards. With a thesis titled A Genealogy of the Stirring Up Hatred Offences of England and Wales, Dr. Jennifer Neller. With a thesis titled The Meaning-Centered Anorexic Body, a Human Rights-Based Approach to Involuntary Treatment, Dr. Chisholm Umezuke. Congratulations, everybody. It's been an extraordinarily difficult and challenging year. And for those achieving their doctorates today and having those celebrated, a very long journey indeed. And these are very exceptional ways in which to celebrate it. However, you have all inspired us with your hard work and resilience. And I'm in no doubt that what the world needs now is your good ideas and your capacity to chart new ways of being on this planet. I congratulate you all and look forward to meeting you in person when it's possible. This concludes the presentation of graduates from the School of Law. I now hand you over to my colleague.
President, Vice-Chancellor, graduates and graduands, guests and colleagues. In these times of COVID-19, when social distancing has forced us to move the most significant date in the academic calendar, graduation, online, it is perhaps worth reflecting on some of the other crises that the college has faced during its long history of nearly 200 years. As you already know, Birkbeck was established as the London Mechanics Institution in 1823. It's impossible, I think, to exaggerate just how revolutionary the initiative was. At that time, 1/3 of all men and 1/2 of all women were unable to read or write. But more importantly, British elites were passionately hostile to educating working people. After all, the country was in political turmoil, and it was feared that educating the lower orders would destroy society. In particular, there was moral anxiety. 1825, Minister E.W. Grinfield fumed about the risks of educating working men. He argued that it would be far better that the common people of this country should remain totally illiterate than they should be thus furnished with tools by which they would inevitably work out their own and the public ruin. Educating women was also risky. The London Mechanics Institution was unique because as early as 1830, it allowed women to attend classes. This means that Birkbeck provided higher education for women long before other institutions in the UK. After all, women's colleges such as Queen's College in Harley Street was not founded until 1848, and Bedford College the following year. Now, admittedly, the institution's committee continued for at least 3 decades to debate the propriety of admitting females attending lectures through the front entrance. Nevertheless, allowing women to attend classes was extremely progressive. And that was what was considered dangerous. As one critic complained, mightn't this lead to social intercourse with the other sex, which cannot be beneficial to morality? So, from its foundation, the London Mechanics Institution, Birkbeck, was unique. Crucially, the leaders of the college from 1823 to the present shared one central belief. Birkbeck is about its people, their thoughts and ambitions, hopes and dreams, labours and laughter, hubris and failures. In sum, as we near the bicentenary of our founding, this is the time to celebrate the capacity of a Birkbeck education to help us become fully human and self-fulfilled by learning to use all our faculties: knowledge, imagination, sympathy. Perhaps it is time to resurrect what used to be Birkbeck's anthem. Vita Cabdima was composed in 1913 and is largely forgotten today. But at the centenary of the college in 1923, it was sung vigorously. The chorus went like this: at the hub of all the world, London surging round us, keep we Birkbeck's flag unfurled, nothing shall confound us. I can think of no better chorus for us today in the midst of epidemic. Today, like those times, we will not only survive, but flourish. You are now our alumni, and we are incredibly proud of you.
Congratulations to all of today's graduates. This is a big moment for you individually, of course, but also for all of you together, knowing that another swathe of students has achieved their objectives and can now face the future confident of their skills. Congratulations too to the academic staff of Birkbeck, who've seen you on your way to today's success so well. Of course, the world in which you're graduating has changed, and we're all learning new ways to live and new ways to study. Well, we're coming to cherish some of the benefits of this inconvenience: better air quality, birdsong, but also more time for books, more silences. The world is not as noisy or as demanding as it once was. So there's more space for introspection about your life, your studies, and the ambitions you have for your place in the world. There's no better time for you to do this than now, when you've learned the habits of study, when you've developed the capacity to be alone with your thoughts, and the skill to seek out evidence and for whatever insights and propositions your studies have led to. Your mind and your temperament have been over the years prepared for just such challenges as this unexpected pandemic is throwing at us. You've already coped with many of the adjustments you need to make to your teaching, and they've been necessary and they've been successful. Now you're well placed to make changes to your lives and indeed to the world. This world, our world, is in great need of new thinking, new ways to organize itself, its patterns of living, its institutions. I invite you to step forward, not just to help those innovations on their way, but to originate them yourselves. The world's needs can be met by your own ambitions and skills. One day, you'll look back and see how out of every crisis, important changes, even revolutionary changes, emerge. We stand at just such a tipping point right now. And you, at the moment of your graduation, are among those ready and able to take up that challenge. So my congratulations again to all of you, and good luck to a difficult but amazing future. Thank you.
Class of 2020.
Welcome to the Birkbeck alumni community.
You might be in the UK or much further afield.
It might be morning, afternoon or evening.
Wherever you are right now, we as fellow members of the Birkbeck alumni community want to send our congratulations to you for what you've achieved.
Completing a course at Birkbeck in normal circumstances is by no means an easy endeavour.
So what you have accomplished is really something truly special.
Today you are graduating, and you should take a moment to reflect what a huge accomplishment this is.
Completing your studies does not mean the end of your Birkbeck journey.
You are joining a community of over 60,000 alumni in over 140 different countries.
So no matter where you are in the world,
you won't be far from a fellow Birkbeck graduate.
There are lots of exciting events, activities, and opportunities for you to stay connected with Birkbeck.
Visit bbk.ac.uk/alumni
to find out more and update your contact details.
We are proud to share this day with you.
Have a wonderful time celebrating.
Congratulations.
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 Congratulations, Class of 2020.